I remember thinking, actually, when I read it, like, this is kind of a 90s problem, right? I mean, we're past this. A lucky day when you get a kind of out of the blue email from Ryan Murphy saying, I think I have an amazing part for you on Versace. Do you want to do it? And the answer is always yes. I was a big fan of OJ, and I had heard murmurings about them doing Versace, but I didn't really know much about the story. I think people kind of think they know about who killed Versace and what the story is, but it's like that thing of truth is stranger than fiction, you know, it was a big education for me, sort of learning what really happened. And, well, spoiler alert, in the 4th episode, I die almost immediately, and so I was hoping that there was more to it, but I just said yes anyway, and he assured me that it was not going to be the end of Jeff, you know. We're going to tell you a crazy story, and we're going to tell it backwards, and we're going to somehow still make that current and alive and feel, even though it's from the 90s, kind of feel very on the pulse of today, you know? Just keeping the timeline in your head of where and when you are was probably the biggest challenge. But I'd have to sometimes go to him and be like, just making sure we've met once before, what happened, where are we? When are we? You know, that was the big question, yeah. I remember thinking, actually, when I read it, like, this is kind of a 90s problem, right? I mean, we're past this, you know? And then it was like a few weeks later, the transgender ban happened, and suddenly, oh, this is not over, and this story is gonna be even more current than I thought, you know, sadly. There's real footage of Jeff Trail doing kind of an interview like this, but in shadow and sort of backlit to be anonymous, where he's coming out and talking about don't ask, don't tell, and he saw something really wrong and spoke out about it. That footage was a real help for me. I sort of watched it every day, and a lot of that scene in the episode is almost word for word, or like part of the real interview. So that was kind of my go-to. That and the book, Maureen Orth's book, Vulgar Favors. It's real people's lives you're talking about, you know. As much as it seems like fiction, you know, you do feel a responsibility to the spirit of the character that's maybe out there somewhere. You know?